Hello, it's Forex News presented to you by InstaForex News team and me, Kate Tichina. The tragedy for Greece looks more probable now than ever before. The financing cost of Greece continues to increase. Besides, it achieved the highest level for more than 10 years. Amid the situation, Athens almost does not have any other choice but to activate aid program from the part of the European Union and the International Monetary Fund in amount of 45 billion euros. However, this probably will cause even greater uncertainty how this program will work and also concerning the probable risks and enforcement of such problems distribution on other countries. There are already signs that the financing cost for Portugal starts to advance. Besides, there are facts that Eurozone can face with a new financing problem of larger budget deficit. The representatives of the Greek authorities now reduce the planned values of funds attraction from the part of the American investors. The pre-audit showed that the demand for the debt securities of the Greek authorities in the USA is small. In this case, the Greek finance minister George Papakonstantinou had to reject the statements concerning the decision-making in respect of this auction in the USA. Athens almost has not other choice but to request assistance. However, the problem is that the rescue plan of Greece, in point of fact, was not intended for the usage. It was meant for the Greek positions reinforcement at the world capital market and to provide the ability of Greece to continue its own financing on lower cost. Greece probably opposes the draft of funds within the framework of the assistance program, in the same degree as its Eurozone partners show reluctance to provide these assets. The German government risks, because the Constitutional Court can take a decision about the illegality of its participation in the aid program. Moreover, the government will have to overcome the regional elections in Germany, which will take place on the 9th of May, and the results of which can turn out to be the indicator how the country's electorate assess the aid program of Greece. Other governments of Eurozone also will have to get the Parliament's approval for the participation in the relief auction to Greece. In other words, they will address to the Parliament applying for the appropriation of funds for the support of Greece, whereas the economy of their own countries faces with the tight budget restrictions. As to the governments of Portugal, Ireland and Spain, it will be even harder for them to control their increasing budget deficits. The complication is that if the debt problems in one of these countries start to develop on the same way as in Greece, the whole process of relief action should be started again. The European Commission noted that other countries of Eurozone cannot rely on this rescue plan. I will be back tomorrow at the next release. Goodbye.